Okay.
You still prefer a quick hit.
You do, huh? Further than the nail. What's this?
Yeah.
Knox is on the desk, ready to game too. He's becoming a gaming cat, like all cats secretly are. They just don't know it, right, Knox? They just don't know it. I'm gonna go. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Coming through loud and clear.
Hey, Kumar. Yep. Gen is getting ready.
Oh, cool.
I did get him up. I did get him up out of bed.
Evil man.
Well, I have a hard time believing that that 9 o'clock is. Oh, here, I'll pose the question to him directly, won't I? Good morning, Gen. Thanks for joining us.
No problem.
I was just telling Kumar, I find it hard to believe that a Yukon man's calling 9 o'clock in the morning early. I think you're 3 hours late for early, right? Doesn't that early start at 6?
Well, it's normally before when I was driving into work, I would get up at 6 in the morning. I trained myself to do that, and which was a shocker because normally it's a seasonal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's okay.
That is okay. I see it's still dark there. The sun hasn't peeked over the
Fuck no.
over the equator or the northern hemisphere there. It's not like coming over the mountains. It's like you're like away from the sun, above the sun. There it goes. It just goes skimming across the horizon. Shwing! So explain to me how flat earthers explain that.
Oh my God.
I mean, how do you actually explain that? Doesn't all the math come back to what Newton figured out? You get a curve.
Thing is, the flat earthing, I think it's a special brand of stupid where you're a baby, and they talk about getting dropped on your head. So
Yes,
the flat really ultimately is a trauma that is reflected from the dent in your head, and it gets projected out into the world, and suddenly the planet's flat, and you're committed to that position.
Yeah.
So
I
I feel sorry, really.
What do you think the Venn diagram for Ice Agent and Flat Earther are? How big that overlap?
It turns out the psychological profile for the Ice Agent is the disgruntled male guy that can't get a woman.
Yeah. Or a job, because no one wants to work with him because he's such a toxic asshole.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like that too lazy for the military, too stupid for the police.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
that one.
well, yeah.
I know that type too. But yeah, I'm an American. I live amongst these fucks. These total fucks.
Yeah, it's the thing. So hey Jay.
Yeah.
So you know how you I won't take up too much time here, but you're gonna like this one.
Crypt Keeper, just wearing
Crypt Keeper. Well, no, I'm talking to Jay the Wargamer right now. So
yeah, you are.
So here's me scrolling. Now this is a fucking bizarre story. So we've got this little Facebook marketplace in Whitehorse, right? We're this little town in the middle of nowhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they sell used tires, and so this pawn shop in town, the guy takes his pictures of shit. Hey, I got this stuff for sale. So I'm scrolling on there, and I look closer, and this is what this guy's got for sale.
Well, it sounds like he doesn't have it for sale long. No effing way. SBI Kursk. Holy shit.
I've got for $100, your Kharkov game that you played online there with your map and stuff, the SBI thing. I've got that. I've got that. I've got Panzer Group Gerdarian. I've got
that one. They did a whole series on that system. They did more games with that system.
This is unpunched, by the way.
You're fucking kidding me, unpunched. Now it's not great.
Oh no, wait, there's more. I've got Battle for Stalingrad. I've got Army Group South. And what else? All of them for $100, and 2 books, antique books on tanks with colored pictures and everything, like for $100.
That's amazing. What a wonderful exactly. And it's all theater specific. The person that was playing these games or buying these games, well, it was like me. It was fascinated by the Eastern Front. Like
that.
Yeah. That's like first edition, isn't it? You're mirrored. Everything is backwards, but it don't really matters because I can read.
I'll transpose it for you.
There you go. Thanks. Now I can read it correctly. That works really well.
Yeah, but you know how those guys, I'm always jealous of those sons of bitches on war game sites. Yeah, I was in Value Village and I found this vintage game for like $20, right?
Yeah, you can piss yourself off that way easy.
Am I staring at what I could double my money if I flipped those things, right?
You could. But Kursk is simple enough that if you were stuck in a cabin in the woods with a friend of yours for a few days and you had some liquor, that game is simple enough and grindy enough that you would have a blast.
Yeah.
Because it'd be simple. You could play it a little tipsy.
You're an Eastern Front guy. I thought you'd appreciate that.
No, I do. I considered. I looked at that Curse game for a while, seeing if I wanted to buy it, but it's just modern treatments are much more sophisticated and can be more enjoyable to play. But I do have a soft spot for simple, straightforward cardboard shit against cardboard shit and counting odds and rolling dice.
I know.
Can I push through this effing line? As you saw, I tried to push lines. You fucking whacked me silly. Run away! They threw their muskets and ran.
I watched another Let's Play. I kind of skipped through yours at various points and stuff and saw your bitch. And then I watched these other guys play it. And they had
my bitch. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways,
I
I don't
never
want to
fell
pick up
through either. My playthroughs are terrible.
any more of the session there. So here we are. We're outside the temple
Yeah.
door,
Yep.
and
yep.
we're sending
You're not-
Hakon back down to recon the whole thing by himself. He did such a good job the first time.
Yeah, and I thought I'd do everyone a favor here. And what we're looking at is the extent of what they explored when Kumar and Frisco Shands penetrated. And this should look semi-familiar to you, Kumar, if you were making any type of notes or maps of your own.
Let's just say yes.
So to the east is the entrance that you came in. You came down the stairs and headed north, and that's when you tripped the tripwire and ran into the first guard ape.
Barrel.
And then you went west. I think you looked down this way, but you saw that this room was kind of partially collapsed. And so you bypassed it. You came down here, and when you were about here, I think apes came from both sides, and you fought for your life in this corridor. And you fought off and killed like 4 of them, I think. 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3, 4.
Then you came down, you passed this room because it was obvious by the stench of it was their den, their lair. And then you came around to the west and headed north again. And the broken one is the broken, like, explosion, burns, fire, smoke. This was a destroyed lab, and this kind of workshop had sculptures on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you came back this way. You killed an ape that was trying to ambush you here, and then you left. So you kind of did a big circle. So I'm placing you right now that you have descended into the black maw of the ruin through the cave entrance and that you're down into this lower. You're in the passages now. I forget how far you penetrated.
Far enough to discover all the good stuff. Completely mapped the whole tunnel network. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm going to kind of put you in the center, back where that corner where all that blood and gore, where you had that life and death fight with the multiple battle apes. And I want to know what you'd want to do as you stand there by yourself with guttering torch in hand, looking at the blood and entrails on the ground before you from previous scrapes.
Well, being a heroic figure, I will gird my loins and listen.
Uh-huh.
Crouch down in the dark and listen intently.
To the south of you, you can hear intervals of guttural snorts and hooting. Sounds that these beasts have made before.
Damn, there seems to be more of them.
You can't tell if it's one or more. It can't be a lot because of the hooting. It doesn't sound like much of a gaggle or a conversation. There's just like that kind of stuff.
Aha. They're hooting in fear. Well, if the plan is still to draw out the apes, I'll stand up with my torch, making sure that I have a clear access way back to the entrance, and then shout out disgusting, terrible insults to these apes. Belittling their mothers, and see if I can draw one of them out towards me, so I can run back.
You do.
Cactus trap.
The cactus trap, exactly. Well, you do. It looks like the guy on the right, and he's got a big scimitar, and he's got a scimitar in his hand with ruby on the pommel,
Aha!
slamming, huffing, and malevolent intelligence in its eyes, running at you.
I call him a fairy bottom fool, and then run bravely
And he's got
away.
the scimitar over his head. Okay. Well, let's see if you're faster than him.
Come and get me, fuzzy britches.
Okay. It's gonna be a contested action roll, and this beast has got a D8 for action.
Let's get dice out. My God. 6. That's a D8. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Action D10. Oh dear. I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2. He rolled a 2 as well. So
Neck and neck.
let's see.
There's a comedy moment where we're running alongside each other.
You make it out into the cactus trap, and the beast, hot on your heels, flicks out, lunges with its front paw, and knocks your leg just enough to spill you down, so that you're still within the cactus trap, and the beast appears out of the cave and raises the scimitar that cuts you in twain. Everybody, what are we doing?
Hopefully someone lets loose an arrow from her mighty
Yep.
bow.
And everyone gets to take an action.
My action is to hope that I have more trousers.
Yep. Well, you will have to take an action because the thing is going to try to kill you.
So he fell. So Kumar fell into the cactus then?
No, he just as he got to the entrance of the cave, he got tripped up by the ape chasing him. So he spilt right down on the sand in the dusty ash. Yep, dusty ash.
So the thing is, we really can't fight. He's kind of blocking up. He's blocking up what the cave entrance is all about right now, though, right? He's fallen down.
Yes.
The ape is standing above me,
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
illuminated.
Yeah, you can see him. He's in the cave mouth. He steps out so he can raise up, the scimitar to its full. Did Lion? No. Who
Lion, there's your jewel.
Yeah.
I think
Neither.
Lion had. Sorry.
I was just seeing if anyone. Yeah, I guess they got their hand weapons.
Well, the axe lady had a bow, I think, at one stage.
She had a bow. She had her bow out.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll give her that. I'll have her shoot first. Let the let's see, bow, melee. That's right. She's not that fucking great.
Yeah, but she had those special anti-ape arrows.
Yep.
It'd be-
Yep. She gets a good roll. So, before anyone can react, she puts a shaft in the sucker. And causes some damage. I'll just write that down for right now. Keep track of that.
I always liked her.
Where's this fucker? Where's my big fucker? There we are.
He was terribly wounded. He's about 82 in APs.
Mm-hmm. He's a big,
Cut.
mean motherfucker.
Almost blind, poor fellow.
Ragra. Guerrilla warrior. Scimitar. Oh, yeah. It depends on when you hit him. I got to get a hit location.
Oh, yes.
He's got plate armor on his chest.
Oh, dear.
That's going to absorb a lot of damage if you hit him in the. If she hit him in the chest. She got a 5, which is pretty not going to be the chest, I don't think. Nope, chest.
Damn.
The air goes ka-poing! Right off. So Lion Diamond, he gets to strike. Let's see. The ape swings down at you. He's got a D8
Poor you.
plus some.
Oh.
Are you going to try to? What are you going to try to do as he tries to kill you?
Could I get my sword out and try and block?
Yes, you may.
Thank you much.
Yes, you may. Yep.
Oh.
And even if it's really good, you may even injure him.
8, all told. Oh, hang on, no, 9.
Oh no, that's
yeah. Go +2 for the specialism and +1 for the sword itself. Sorry.
okay. The ape gets a 12.
Damn it! I just repaired this armor.
Left arm does
That's
3 points. 3 points of damage to your left arm.
Chest arms. That's 2 points of damage with the armor.
Mm-hmm.
I am down to 2 hit points. Ah!
Okay. Lion Diamond is going to make an unopposed attack with his sword.
Damn you, ape! I'm attached to that arm.
Okay, Lion Diamond strikes it in the chest as well.
No.
Ping. Yep, that's the chest. So from that damage, 1 point of damage. Okay. Again, what would you like to do?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to scream at it, and I'm going to have my my warhammer like this, and I'm going to look right at him in the eye, and I'm just going to scream at him, and like literally a fucking primal scream, and try and get his attention and challenge him directly.
Oh, nice.
Okay, roll your ego die. If you have any taunting specialism, you can add it.
No, I don't have any taunting specialism. I just have just a basic thing going on there.
Okay. Your target number is a 4. If you get a 4 or better, you get its attention. Otherwise, it's still fixed on Kumar.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Ego D6. There we go. Okay. I rolled a 5.
Nice.
There you go. You got its attention. Next round, it's going to attack you.
Okay, so that means it's going to have to come walk out onto the spikes because I'm holding.
Yep.
I'm on the far side of the spikes again, right?
Yep.
And,
Yep.
and just to be clear, I'm looking for this thing to get distracted as soon as it jumps on those fucking things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The hot foot.
The hot foot. You got it. Okay. Next round of action. Let's all declare. The ape charges again. And I'm going to just give it 2 points of damage, tearing through the thorn bushes, the thorn trap. Lake of the Axe is going to take another shot with her bow.
Jesus.
And misses. Kumar, what would you like to do?
So, excuse me. So the ape charges past me. I will try and get into the tunnel behind it.
Okay.
Is it wearing armor? Is it wearing a whole breastplate and backplate, or just a breastplate?
Just a breastplate, actually. So call it
Excellent.
half plate.
Well, Kumar? Are you lying on the ground?
Yes.
Well, just stab up into his gonads. You're like right there. What's more unarmored than that?
I don't think he wants to attack its attention, but I don't know.
I bravely want to enact your plan of geniusness. Well, I don't get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, just he's jumping
crawling.
over you, right? He's going over you to get at me. Is what's going on? Isn't that what I understand?
But I fear that if I may,
he was standing over Kumar, and then you got its attention, so it just turned and ran at you. Kumar was prone in front of him, so yeah, it turns, and goes.
I would rather it would be engaged with someone else, so I can do be sneaky stuff rather than stab it and then become its point of attention again or point of interest.
Yeah, Kumar's afraid of getting cut clean in half. So way to go, Kumar.
Thank you.
Laker
I prefer to be alive than dead.
Well, we have to kill this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's intent on killing you right
fucking-
now, but it's been cut up a bit. It is bloody. The thorns are around its legs, wrap wickedly, and it screams, rips them off and tears flesh with it and hacks it.
Sounds like a compromised attack when he attacks me next round.
Yeah, you're getting a little fine grain there. So it swings at you again. What are you going to do?
Oh, well, I tried to swing at it.
Okay.
And I only so I get +2 now on my stuff, right? You were saying in the comments there?
You have a +2 for
Specialism.
Yep, and you have +1 for the weapon. I guess it's +2 against plate. So since the thing is wearing plate armor, you're going to get a +2. So you have a total of +4. Yeah, I got to throw that in there.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. So I got a total of 6 then. I rolled a 2.
Okay. It rolled its highest number. So 13, you take 7 points of damage to your guts.
Jesus, this is not looking good. I've got 1 hit point left.
You have no hit points on your gut, no armor for your guts.
No, I didn't get.
Okay.
I don't have any. I'm straight off the farm, man.
Oh fuck. Yeah. Yeah, you took a wicked make a difficulty 5 action test. Roll your action die. Get a 5 or better to stay on your feet. You got walloped.
Okay. I rolled an 8.
Okay, you take the blow. It just cut you across the guts. You're holding your guts in with one hand pretty much, no?
Oh. So what? Who else do we have in our group here right now?
Lion Diamond's going to attack with his sword.
Oh, that's right. So there's 4 of us total, right?
Yep. Yeah. So let me give him his. I got his shit. Lion Diamond, I think, is a long sword melee. Okay. He rolls a 1. That's a 5. 1 point of damage. If he doesn't hit him in the chest, he'll do a point of damage. Otherwise, it's ineffectual. 7. That's the chest. Ding! Sparks fly off the piece. Chest plate. It smells blood.
Top of the round.
Okay. The ape reaches out its arm to grab you by the head again and crush it in its hand. What would you like to do this round?
Well, the thing is, it's coming down to it. So, Gan, if it's getting closer to me, then Gan wants to give it a headshot and fucking stun the thing, right? With his hammer. This is it, man. This is the glory moment.
All right. Yeah, it
Plus
is.
4 to this roll. I rolled a total of 9. 5 plus 4 is 9.
Nice.
It got a 10 total.
Oh, fudge.
Nicks out its nicks out its hand that was trying to grab your head and just claws right across your throat for a point of damage. You take 1 point of damage.
Okay, well that's me total. So I hit the dirt.
Yeah, you're unconscious but not dead. Okay. Laker shoots another arrow. And it plinks off. It sticks in its hide, ineffective. And then Lion Diamond fucking manages to pull it off.
Yes, a big one.
He comes in rushing to your aid again. And hacks. What does it do? He comes sliding in and rakes his longsword up deep inside its thigh and cuts the thigh artery, and blood spurts out, and the thing finally gas. It's lost enough blood that it stumbles and it falls and it bleeds out.
Jesus.
Like a bull in an arena. It's been vanquished. Blood out its nose, mouth, big pool underneath its torso.
I will run up to Gen. And is he completely unconscious? Is he?
Yes. He needs immediate first aid to be stabilized.
How are we doing first aid?
Wits.
Okay, D6.
And this will be a difficulty of what? He's at 0. 4 or better.
Okay. 6.
Okay. You stabilize him. Getting competent first aid gives you immediately after restores 2 hit points. So again, you regain consciousness.
You're wearing your stomach is wrapped around Hardon is now wearing shorts as he sacrifices his trousers to provide material to wrap around your stomach and your throat.
Right. No chance of sepsis at all. We're good to go, right?
Yeah. If a character finds themselves unconscious, 0 to -3 hits, and without aid, they must pass an ego roll to not succumb to their wounds or they will die. The target number which must be made is determined by the Crypt Keeper. That's if you don't receive the aid.
That's
So
a
yeah, you just get
death save kind of thing. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, you're conscious and fully able. None of your skills or abilities are compromised. You're just, you know, a couple points away from going to unconsciousness and death again.
Well, that was a close run thing.
Flying Diamond's like, good lord, these things are vicious. I'd hate to take on a pack of these.
The Gen stands up, kind of wobbles up. He says, what the hell? I don't think we should send you down there by yourself again anymore. How many more are there down there?
I don't know. I believe this was their captain. It seems to be the last one. I didn't hear any more down there.
And Lion Diamond is amazed and goes, oh my god, look at that sword, and reaches down and picks up the scimitar with the ruby on the end of it.
I'm happy for him. I think he's earned that.
Just look at this, Laker. This will keep us fixed up in high style for months.
And I believe that's just one of the treasures that these ruins hold. We've yet to come across Ulrich.
Like, as Lion Diamond said, he was what? He was a jeweler?
Yes.
Yes, he goes,
Best.
more, do you say? My gosh, people, if there's more of these, of this quality down there, we could start our own kingdom.
Oh, that's just on a sword.
He's examining the sword.
Who knows what they got in chests?
He's like, this sword is known. This sword has a name. I'm sure of it. Small fortune nonetheless. Well balanced, though. I like it, Lion Diamond says. I like it a lot. And he pulls out his long sword and he throws it to Laker and he goes, here, you can hang on to this. I think I'm going to use this from now on. And he buckles it around his belt.
So, yeah, this is the classic one, right? He
gives it a few. He goes, this is a fine blade, my friends. This is a fine blade. He likes it. Besides, it's got a ruby that can buy you like a fucking half a town on the end of it.
So Gan, of course, Gan is in no shape to. He's not going to say anything, but he's not surprised by this, right? So much for this guy's not in charge of the expedition, right? But yet he's just taken all the treasure, right?
Well, we did entice him using the ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
he was. I mean, he was quick on it. He was very lustful when he saw the ruby. Yeah, it just, his eyes lit up. You know, he probably came more to your aid to fucking get that sword than anything else.
Well, sure. Well, the thing is, well, we started this. Let's finish this. That sword will come in handy for the blade work potentially we need down below.
Perception roll. Make a perception roll.
Wits
Yep, both you guys roll wits.
2.
I did. I rolled 8.
Laker is giving hand signals, like she's doing something with her hands, and Lion's looking at her as she's doing the hand signals.
She's pointing at us and drawing a finger across her throat.
You don't know what it is. Obviously, they have some kind of hand signaling that they have between her, and Lion Diamond looks undecided. So you don't know what Laker just said,
Dead.
but Lion Diamond seems to be undecided.
I'm oblivious. So what else is on? I'll be checking out the rest of the ape. I'm guessing his armor is too big for mere mortals to wear.
No, mere mortals can wear it. It looked really small on him, like a tight-fitting vest.
Okay. I'll unstrap it and hand it to Gen. Here, this may help.
Yeah. So
it would give damage resistance of 3 to your whole chest area if you put it on. But it's half plate, doesn't affect any skills or anything. Generally, I don't let armor affect any of you guys' skills because you're all fucking warriors at heart. You're all reavers, heroic slayers.
I'm very tempted to have a sip of one of those vials, to be honest.
Blood of the dragon.
Mm.
You have green and red.
Do I know anything about dragons?
No. Frisco Shans may have some because they had animal knowledge.
21. So we can either go back to town, carouse, or continue on. If we continue on, I will take a drink of one of the red vials.
Gen? Everyone is looking at you.
yeah, they are, and
Because
the thing
I
is,
guess Kumar has basically said his thing. Lion Diamond was hungry for more, but Laker seems to be talking to him about something.
yeah.
So Laker seems to be the one that wouldn't be all on board.
Right. So now the thing is, so Gan, my wits is quite high. It's a D8. So Gan is not an idiot, right? And he's not surprised by anything, really. He's one of those stoics, right? And he looks at this, he realizes how wounded he is, right? And he says there's got to be more down there. Not only that blade, but given what was his name? That guy that we were dealing with there, the other guy.
Varric Ironthorn.
Yeah, Aldrich, right?
Aldrich, Aldrich is the sorcerer who purchased Denise.
Yeah.
And you haven't met him yet. You haven't found him yet.
Exactly. So so Gan says, imagine what the power that Aldrich would have to keep these apes in check. What leverage did he have over them, right? There's got to be something down there. And where there's power, there's wealth. Usually the two are always intertwined. So we're guaranteed that sword right there is just the start of this. Right?
Lion, yeah. And that convinces Lion Diamond that it's worth a delve.
Yeah.
Even though him and Laker are ahead. Well, I feel quite ahead in the game, but like you said, there's more to be had. And Lion Diamond likes more.
Also, he was Ironthorn was selling him slaves and other bits and bobs and buying stuff from Orlick. So there must be a fortune in coin down there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things that we have here now is we have the advantage of surprise, because imagine Aldrich. Look at these beasts. Who could get past this? These beasts here cleaned out, 8 horsemen that showed up. Just literally cleaned them out, right? Like, so if we push hard now, I think we could probably overwhelm the situation down there. So, Lion Diamond, I'm hurt pretty bad, so I'm going to have to be standing in the background using my sling. That puts the two of you and Kumar,
brave Kumar,
and you're going to have to put that sword.
Well, it looks like this. Sure, but I'm kind of interested to see what happens to your friend when he drinks that.
So again, he hears him mumbling about that. He says, "Don't be taken. That could be poisonous to you right off the bat."
Too late. Down to one. Okay. Drink the red one. This is a time for heroes. I'm pretty banged up. Let's see if this magical elixir works.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd drink the red one.
Well, I'm going for the blood red.
Yeah.
Dragons, we've got red blood. I'm sure dragons do as well.
Let's get to it. Look at this shit.
I've always fancied being immortal.
Describe.
Oh, it smells of strawberry. How nice.
Yeah. Well, for starters, yes, it's a very invigorating tonic. So you get 3 points hits back from it initially.
Plus 3 hit points. I'm back up to 5.
And now you feel incredibly, aggressive and reckless.
So, completely different attitude than I had before of going into a dark tunnel on my own and running out.
Yeah, you're not running from anything. Yeah. You got gonads the size of King Kong right now. You're the biggest ape on the block.
And I'm wearing shorts. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Laker. This is very uncomfortable. I'm terribly sorry. So they have a wheelbarrow.
That's funny.
I could take on the world. Let's get my niece.
Let's get my niece. Let's expose my balls to the world and let them be on. Yep. Well, it looks like Gen's getting something to drink. I'm going to refresh my coffee, gentlemen.
Oh, cool.
And I'll be with you in a second.
So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, do you think this was a wise plan for Hard-On Kumar, the unlucky one, to drink a strange vial of something called Dragon's Blood? Please leave a comment below and maybe guess what the result will be. I'm sure there will be some horrific after effects. But what could go wrong? Obviously, Iron Thorn was buying it. He seemed okay until he died. But there is rumours that it does corrupt people. But then this is Kumar. He's already pretty corrupt. You just have to keep it away from Leica. She seems to be a sensible person who doesn't want to go any further into this dark, dark dungeon. But hopefully, now that we've killed all the apes, it'll be all plain sailing. Also, if you are watching this later on, do leave a comment. It's always nice to know that people are watching, and I think we're all happy to have suggestions and how to make things better and more exciting. Though, to be honest, I think it's pretty exciting already. It's pretty cool game. I do enjoy this, to be honest. Savage Swords.
Yeah, there's the old classic. There's almost nothing better than the old classic Conan sword and sword sandal style role playing.
I must admit, I don't listen to as many as I used to, but I still listen to a lot of actual plays of role playing games. And I must admit, I somewhat maybe to my detriment, I kind of dislike the whole loss of momentum when people spend about 20 minutes making a plan that never works and changes instantly. It's we're heroes. We do heroic things. We open doors. It's down outside for 20 minutes. So, and I say, and this system, it's so easy just to make a new character. So,
Yeah,
It is. It is. That's another like old school conceit that I find attractive, is that your character doesn't really get completely defined at character creation. It's through play that their story comes alive.
yeah.
If you can swallow that. If you can swallow that bullshit this early in the morning.
Oh, no, that's true. That's my other long 4-year running campaign. I discovered that.
Mm-hmm.
I never really understood that because, of course, in regular D&D, you got to write your backstory, and who can do that from a dead start? I'm not a fucking fantasy writer.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote my character's backstory right out of the context of what was going on, and it's relevant, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I feel the depth of my backstory that I need in any game really gets established with let's bring our boy back. It really gets established at the beginning when I'm by no more than just the name. Like the depth of my character background can be kind of, for me, at character creation. If I've got a good name, it's holding potential.
Yeah.
It's the potential. I pack it into the name and see what becomes of the poor slob, which eventually is probably going to get killed if you play long enough.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I was just hadn't made my morning fire yet, gentlemen.
I remember, and this is just weird stuff, like when I'm first learning to play role-playing games, right? 11, 12-year-old kid trying to play D&D and get their character to live longer than 5 minutes at the table. And then I got really depressed, and I figured out that when I was trying to analyze it by the numbers as a young teen, is that there's no winning. If you expose yourself to dice rolls, eventually the bad roll is going to come up, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're doomed to die the more you roll. And it's like, I can't have him roll. And it's just like, it took me a while to fucking shake that shit out of my head. Because you're trying to win at that age. I was trying to win the game.
That is again. I played characters where I became like stupidly attached to them, and got the hump when they died.
It's hard. It's hard to take.
But yeah, I think obviously you don't want to be too silly, so I might have to rein some stuff in. But it's a game; it's fun. I really dislike listening to, and again, there's no offense to those guys, but we get to a door and you spend 20 minutes, all that momentum stops, and they come out of all these plans. Then they say, "Oh, that plan's not going to work to this," and you go, "We've only got 2 hours to play."
Yeah, and the door's not that interesting. Yeah. If the door was intended to be inspected, there'd be something unique about it.
And like you say, it's a dice game. So after all that planning, you open the door and you all roll ones. Oh dear.
I think the best advice that new D&D players can get, or even old ones, is that line from Harry Potter movie. Which one was it? I don't know. I think it was in the Deathly Hallows or the Half-Blood Prince. It's near the end, where Hermione goes, "We got to come up with a plan," and Harry's like, "Why bother? Every time we come up with a plan, we act it. Things go to shit. Like, we're done making plans. We're the experts. We just go. It's go time. You know?
We know where we want to get to. Just
yeah. We're not. No more plans. They blow up on impact. So let's get at it. So, anyways, very good, gentlemen. Let's create some momentum.
Well, now that
where would you like to go?
I will stride manfully to the front. And enter the darkness beneath.
And Lion Diamond will be next to you, and Laker doesn't mind having the back and making sure that Gen doesn't fall down and pass out from blood loss.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, adventure awaits, and wealth beyond imagining, and a niece. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about the niece. Let's join onto the dark.
Yeah. But now you're having thoughts like, well, why? If I rescue her, then her father will have to give me his hereditary title, and I will be back in fine standing.
My father will be finally proud of me. Yes. Nothing can stop me now, surely.
I imagine your father is still in Lakshaw. Like, you left Lakshaw with debts hanging over you, and your father said it's just best you leave.
Yes.
I cannot protect you at this point.
Ran up some debts with some vicious people who just wouldn't give me a break. Wouldn't let me have a little bit longer.
Yep, the Lakshaw money lenders are very vicious.
But now my bulls are huge. I have no need to fear them.
So at the first juncture where you have a decision point to make, going north and exploring that way or continuing further, which way would you like to go?
Could set down. Could I will head down if I'm reading this right.
North is to the top, east is to the right, west is to the left.
So that room north, the first junction off north, is that unexplored? That kind of it's like a room with a bit of rubble in it.
Yep. That is relatively unexplored. You had gone down there, and I can tell you what you saw down there, that the corridor goes into this room, and it has collapsed into a rude mess of stone blocks and earth.
Oh, that one, yeah.
And in loose rubble, and it would take you an hour to clear it, to go past it safely. Otherwise, scrambling it over it, you risk triggering more rockfall. Earth coming in.
Well, we look at the floor there. Does it look like it's actually being used effectively?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this was. There's tracks all over the corridors, including this one. Well trodden. and used.
I will bend down.
The collapse. I don't know if you can. I mean, it doesn't look like it's an ancient collapse or whatever. It looks like it's recent because there's no tracks over the rubble.
Okay.
That makes sense. But people have been going through this room and down this corridor, back and forth. Clearly.
Can I smell animal stink coming from the rubble, the gap in the rubble?
Oh, smells. Smells are always important, aren't they? Because there's that kind of acrid burn smell that permeates the tunnels.
Okay.
The smell of decayed flesh comes from beyond.
Parlor. Well, I will begin. Excuse me. Quick, help me. We'll clear this rubble and see what's beyond. It may be the ape's parlor from the smell of it. And I'll begin shifting rubble.
Okay. Lion Diamond eagerly jumps in and assists.
I don't think that Gen has the guts for that kind of activity.
And Lion Diamond with missing her Laker with missing her lower left leg doesn't seem inclined at all. She just leans on her two-handed axe and watches from back the whence she came.
So, how noisy is all of this activity? Gen says we should be moving fast and quiet. Why are we digging and rooting? He says he's kind of fucking. He's in pain, right? So he's short of patience for any stupid shit.
No.
Right. What are you doing?
This is obviously used. We can't leave it behind us. And there's something beyond. I can smell it.
Something beyond what?
Well, this rubble. There's a path here. We just did to clear some space, make sure it's safe, and.
Well, okay. So with. Gen's done a lot of digging over the years, or watched a lot of digging as a farmer, right? So I'm gonna do a wits roll and see how fucking just how much digging these guys are in for, right? So I rolled a 2 plus 2, so I guess that's 4.
Yeah, an hour seems about right. It'll take an hour to clear.
Okay.
Good
So then,
people.
okay, so that's what Gen says. He says, "Look, we're gonna be here for about an hour, so you can even just get something up at the top, so it could squeeze through there, and then isn't there another part of the dungeon here where we could penetrate in? I thought we were going quick.
I don't know. There are other corridors we hadn't explored, but we haven't explored this one yet.
Well, we could always come back here. Like we've just taken out the chief guard there. We've got a chance to just penetrate right in here and catch somebody unaware. And you're digging.
But they might be behind here.
Oh yeah, they might be. Probably not. There might be freaking. We could come back if you like to dig. Well, shit, I could take you back to my farm and put you to work.
Well, this seems like a perfect thing. It doesn't seem quite big enough for the apes. This would be a way to get people in and out without the apes being able to follow. Because I'm not entirely sure how those apes were controlled. They seem to have surgery on them. So they could just be left roaming these corridors as guards. And Ulrich comes in through this way.
Gan points with his warhammer. He says, okay, we know that's an option. Let's just sneak around, check this place out a little bit more, and there could be something better that comes up. Like we're in the golden moment here right now. Nobody knows that we just took out that guard, but they're gonna find out. Maybe as we dig here.
I don't know, because we can't leave this behind unless we block it up. This could be Ulrich's escape route, and he may have heard us. We were not particularly quiet fighting those beasts outside. I don't want to leave this behind, and we explore, and Ulrich whips out through this tunnel and escapes. It's right by the exit.
Okay, so while that's happening, Gen's gonna go up there. He doesn't, he's near death, right? So he's not the leader of this group. He's not gonna sit there and start fighting somebody with. So you see this intersection up here? Gen's gonna go up here. I can't point on the screen, but
okay.
I'm gonna come and backtrack. There's probably enough light from the entrance of the tunnel all the way down there. And he's going to watch down the passage, right?
Okay.
And he'll get the woman with the sword or with the bow and arrow to come up there as well. And he says, "So let's just so that we're not bushwhacked from something coming up from below. If these guys are intent on digging, well, then let them dig."
Okay.
But in the back of my mind, Gen's thinking, "Fuck, I gotta get the hell out of here, man. These sons of bitches are gonna get me killed."
Yeah. And Laker knows the feeling. So she's fine. She'll post up with you. She kicks back, leans against the wall, arm on top of her shaft of her two-handed axe, and she pulls out a wooden pipe and knocks it a few times and puts some tobacco in it. And she starts just.
Does she have any healing abilities? First aid or salves or?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
So while they're waiting,
I know I'm good at chopping down trees.
Right.
She says with it.
So while we're waiting there and stuff, Gen just casually looks at her and he says, "So, did you know how we all know how valuable that sword is, and if we have to retreat right now, do you actually plan? Like, are you so much in survival mode? You've been on the road so long, right? You plan to share the wealth of that sword with all of us, or are you just gonna run? Like literally, I saw you talking to your buddy. I mean, like, look at me, I'm half dead. I helped you fucking get that sword. Like where I come from, you don't do that to your friends and neighbors. Like literally. Now that he's got her alone, he talks to her probably.
Yeah, sure.
Like like straight up.
She looks at you steadily and clicks her teeth with the end of her pipe. Here goes. Lion Diamond will sell the gem and Kadar for the best possible price, and whoever is left standing will all get an equal share. And then she starts puffing her pipe again. But I tell you, I think that should be what we should be doing and not looking for trouble anymore down here. He's a greedy one, and you've enticed him with talk of endless treasure. But I prefer we all head back to Kadar and, pat our wallets and be on our way.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I'm a mind of that too. But if it wasn't, I would have agreed with you on that, especially given the shape that I'm in. But there's a young woman apparently down here, and we're seeing that we've got this mad fuckers doing experiments on evil things. Like there's just, and it's not going to stop. Those poor people up in that village are going to get sucked into this eventually, and they're going to be part of all this. And so, like,
She says, "Don't get me wrong. I'm glad Ironthorn's dead. He's a pig."
Right.
But the concerns of outside of getting to Kadar and gaining some wealth, not much interest in any of the local politics, clearly.
Well, Gen's kind of in agreement. He says there's an utterly endless amount of evil in the world. Like, how much is one responsible for dealing with it? But then again, I'd help you.
For her, she says, for her, it's like none at all.
Right. Oh, I know. But he says,
I wish no ill on any man, but
yeah.
not many men have earned my respect now either, have they?
Well, I'd probably,
But don't get me wrong.
Call.
I file a lion diamond where he goes.
It's a hard call. Well, let's just see where these let's see where the digging goes.
Okay, you guys clear enough together to.
And I turn to Diamond and go, see, this is the problem with the working class. They've got no work ethic. Here we are, on our own, nobles, digging in the dirt.
Yep.
I wouldn't say they were work shy, but really.
Really, exactly. Wealth upon wealth. How else is one to live a good life?
These trousers were rather expensive.
You need new trousers. Oh, I need a new shop. Kadar. Oh, this could be the beginning of a new venture.
This could sort out all our problems. We get some money. I rescue my niece.
You clear enough so now that you can get light on the other side, and it's the room gets squared off. Inside there's you can see a 4 foot high, 6 foot square solid stone slab table covered in blood with manacles at the corners.
Oh my.
It's like the room, if there was no collapsed earthworks into the space, it would be a 30 by 30 square foot room. On the slab is the naked body of a headless woman.
Not my niece.
In the northwest corner is a slimy glass jar about 2 foot high and 1 foot in diameter, with a broken lid lying nearby. And another glass jar of the same dimension suspended in preserving fluid is a gorilla's head.
Does it wink at us?
Nope.
Phew.
In a third jar is the head of a young woman with bleached blonde hair, mouth agape as if screaming. Oh. That would be your niece.
Oh no! What? It's all been for naught. We're too late. I will go up to the jar with her head in it and tap on the glass. I'm so sorry.
And, the stench of the decaying flesh here is where the smell was coming from. This was, I guess, a vivisection room. So the dismembering and cutting of bodies is where the stench comes from. And while you're mooning over and despairing over the glass jar of your niece's head, some drippy slime comes down on your shoulder.
I look
and
up
it's sizzling a bit on the metal that it hits.
I step back and look up at the xenomorph.
There's an amorphous blob clinging to the ceiling. Then it tries to drop down on you. It was crawling along the ceiling over your head, and then so make an action die roll. See if you can dodge out of the way, because you are aware of it. The dripping slime.
A flat 9.
Flat 9. Okay.
That's not bad.
No. Lesser crawling corruption. It gets a +2 for surprise.
Uncle is going to be so annoyed.
10.
Damn it!
But it's on your armor, so your armor absorbs the damage, but the damage resistance of your armor has gone down from 3 to 2.
3 to 2. Oh, I think my armor was just +1.
No, I
Have I
thought
got
you put on the. I thought you put on the half plate.
No, that was again. I just got my
Oh.
leather jerkin on.
Oh, okay. So yeah, your leather jerkin. You take 1 point of damage, and your leather jerkin is ruined. How about this? You don't take any damage, and your leather jerkin is ruined.
Okay, I'm.
The sizzling, crawling corruption is a black, chaotic goo is starting to spread all over you. Ah!
So
I
now,
rip off my armor.
well, here's the thing. So Gan, are we all? Is he just in there alone, or did we all go in there?
No, him and Lion Diamond are in there.
Oh, I see.
I
And
mean, you can hear what these guys are doing. If you want to go check them out, you can. You know, they're like,
No.
oh my God, look at this. Okay, what is it? It smells
We're
horrible.
still
Yeah.
at the crossroads. We're still at the crossroads, right? Okay, yeah. Okay, well, I won't say anything then.
Well, you can hear that. I guess there'd be some sounds of activity.
They well, if Gan hears that going on, he says to the other, what's the other lady there? What's her name again?
Laker the Axe.
Yeah, Laker. Laker, go see what's up.
And yeah, she sticks her pipe back into her jacket, her long jacket, inside coat pocket, and then and hobbles on down.
Watch out!
Dexterity is, she's pretty competent, but she is limited. That's why she likes the axe, because she can just plant her feet and start swinging. She doesn't have to use fancy footwork.
Diamond is an acidic monster.
Yeah, he plunges. He
Don't let it
attempts
touch you.
to plunge the torch that he has in his hand into it. Oh, he gets a yeah. And he burns a bunch of it, and it sizzles, and the whole thing in its mass, it comes off in you, Kumar, and goes back on the floor, but then is starting to move around on the floor. But he's gotten it off of you and damaged it.
I will try and knock the tube that my niece's head's in onto it to engulf it in the liquid inside. If it's not on fire still, so I try and smash the tube onto it.
Okay. Yeah, make an action roll.
Okay.
Uncontested action roll against the floor.
Oh, 1.
Okay.
It's too heavy.
No, it's fine. You'll be able to pull it off, and the head goes rolling one way, and all the slop and the fluid go the other way. But it just doesn't do anything to the lesser crawling corruption.
Damn it.
Okay. So next round of combat, Lion Diamond is once again going to attempt to attack it with its torch and tells you to get out of here. Okay, I got his roll. What are you going to do, Kumar?
I will grab my niece's head and run. Is there any more doors in this room? Is it just
no, it's closed off.
Okay.
Yep.
I run back.
Yeah. There's slop buckets with rotting flesh in them in the corner. Yeah. No exits. Stifling reek of death.
I run out going, mission complete.
Roll me your action die just so I know what you get.
4.
4. Okay. Okay, the lesser crawling corruption. Okay, you
God.
are able to scramble out on the other side. Lion Diamond plunges his torch into the crawling mess and does that much damage, but his torch goes out and he's plunged into darkness.
I've still got my torch lit.
Oh, okay.
So sunlight.
Okay.
I bought from the town.
So you
And
see
I-
that he plunges his torch in it, it goes out, he drops it, and he turns and runs and follows you, Kumar.
I will get my oil out and start splashing it around on the floor. Going, run, Diamond, run!
And he does, and Laker's right there, and he stands up. And so they're both behind you, looking at the opening, looking over your shoulders expectantly.
If I can smell tobacco, I will go, Laker, throw your pipe if it's lit. Or unless she's got a torch, then I'll ask her to throw a torch.
No, she doesn't have a torch. Gen has the torch.
It's out. Set the oil on fire.
She does not seem inclined. She doesn't answer you.
Bloody women.
She just
Women
reaches
vote.
out. She just reaches out and grabs Lion Diamond by the shoulder and,
Drags him out.
pulls him closer to her. Step back. But I guess Lion Diamond will be say, light that fucking shit on fire. It's still alive. It's still alive.
If she doesn't, I will attempt to get my tinderbox out and try and spark something up.
Okay. Oh, I thought you said you had a lit torch.
No, I'm guessing I'd have put it down to get the oil out, I suppose, and stop with the oil. Unless I could do it all together.
Well, no, but you can set a torch on
Yeah.
set it on the ground without going out.
Okay.
I'm not that
Um,
ridiculous of a crypt keeper. What kind of crypt keeper do you take me for?
you've got a cowl on. Looks very scary.
Yeah, little skulls too, man.
That's not a good look.
No, it's perfect.
More of an evil look.
Deluxe USR sword and sorcery. If I could have some swinging fucking meat in the background, I would. Some chains, whatever. But I don't have those kind of permissions.
Yeah. If we hear about a serial killer in your neck of the woods,
Right.
they're just props, honestly. Okay,
No,
I
no.
will try and kick my whole torch. Then I'll back off and then kick the torch if I've emptied the jar of oil.
Yep, and the whole opening that you excavated there is licking with flames. And Lion Diamond goes, well, I hope it wasn't. I don't think it's a total loss. Or is it? Nope.
Well, I wouldn't have liked that thing creeping behind us, and I suppose I have rescued my niece, in a way, looking at her head.
And Lion Diamond goes, and there was also these that I found. I was able to grab before we get out there, and he opens up his hands, and it looks like there's 4 slim, ornate or intricate surgical tools, but they're made out of silver.
Oh.
And he's like, this is easily worth a couple hundred silver in the markets of Kadar. And he puts them, he's got a belt pouch and he puts them in. So it was not a bad haul, I guess, for a room filled with dead things.
I wonder what he was planning to do with the body. Maybe he was going to put an ape's head on her. If we get back to Gen,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing doesn't come through the flames,
It does not.
we come out coughing and say, "Well, that was interesting. So, what do you think we should do? I've well, my niece is beyond rescuing. We could go forward and find this bastard.
Yeah,
and
again,
claim
he's
his
got the
treasure."
he's got the head in his hands.
Look, I said she was ugly. Ugh.
Yeah, that's right. She is. She definitely looks like a two now, doesn't she?
So we could leave or carry on.
Well, I think well, I mean, we could explore deeper until then because we could always retreat back out of here, right? And do a fighting retreat. I have a feeling that this son of a bitch doesn't have any more resources. He's just a single man.
We keep, and Lion Diamond goes, you keep on speaking of this single man. Who is this single man? I've not seen a man
Well, there's
outside
I
of
think deeper down in here. I'm sure that Aldrich, this character that's doing all these fucking vile things to humans and creatures, he lives down here. He's,
Well, and then Lion Diamond, while he's saying this, he looks at Kumar, but didn't this man slay your niece? Isn't the head of your niece in his hands the murderer who did this? Here?
I'm guessing so.
And again, you are considering leaving? He looks at Kumar. Don't you have now have a blood feud with this man?
Yes, I think we should go forward and crush him. I forgot. I'm empowered by dragon's blood.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I wish to wrench his head from his body.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thanks for keeping up, because I wasn't.
I forgot. I was resulting to my cowardly noble.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Now you're like, fucker.
You must pay.
Your dynasty. You see your dynasty crumbling in your hands. There, it just, you were to rescue her, wed her, and become a great noble in Kadar. But now all you have is a pickled head. Your dreams are nothing but a pickled head.
She's the perfect wife. No back chat.
Now you're Edward Chapman. Look up that guy.
Am I going to be shocked?
Yes, of course. But you probably actually, if you look him up, you probably already know about him. Well, so yeah, Kumar has a blood feud to satisfy.
Zigzag. We must go forward.
Let's do this then.
Lion's like,
this man out.
We must do this.
Who knows how many more surgical tools he has?
Well, I'm hoping to find more of these high quality gems.
Kumar is slightly frothing at the mouth now.
Where would you like to go look for him, Kumar? You might as well take lead on this because of your disposition on dragon's blood.
Shall we go to that suspiciously pasted up bit at the top of the second corridor, on the north corridor?
Go to the north.
Yeah, the one that you haven't been in yet.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all the jewels. I just want his heart.
So
okay. Yes.
So hey, Crypt Keeper. So what Gan's doing is he's taking something metal and he's putting marks on the walls so that he could find his way back out of here, right?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Tried and true technique.
Yeah. And the idea, even if he doesn't have a torch and he has to move in the dark, he's doing it at a height where he can actually feel with his hand along the wall
Mm-hmm.
and feel the marks and stuff like that. And he'll do it on, as he's going in, he'll always do it on the right-hand side. So he's got a reference, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so.
Good
Kumar,
work. Mhm.
as you are striding down, torch in hand, heading north down the corridor, Lion Diamond is behind you. And he puts his hand on on your shoulder as he says at the same time, "Hold up."
I stop. Also, this is also my last torch.
Okay. He's pointing to the sides of the stone walls on either side of you. And there's these patches on either side of this oozy black substance. It looks kind of tarish with like thin, like little filaments, like out of a sprout or something, like sprouts, like vegetation.
Mhm.
And Lion Diamond's, and it's not doing anything. It's just he just noticed it on either side of the walls, and he's like, what is this?
I will
Is
ask
this
Gen.
something we should be concerned about?
Gen, is this some kind of potato? I don't really
Well,
know about organic things.
Well, again, we'll have a little look at it, and does it look? They're patches. That's not like all the way around or anything like that.
It does extend. It's just really thick right at these two spots, and you can see a slight film that goes up around on the ceiling.
Right.
On the other
covering-
side.
Is it hiding a doorway or something? Or
Well, what Gen is wondering is he's
It looks like a
looking at it.
fungal growth. It looks like a fungal growth.
Right. Does it look like it has the ability to does it have a spore pouch?
Yes.
In the sense,
oh,
yeah, in the sense that it could kick off.
Yep, right,
some
right in
force?
the center of each of the where it's thickest. Yes, yes, it looks exactly like a fungal. If you smash something or squish it, that it has a spore pouch, right? The thickest part, like
Right.
a boil,
Right.
a septic boil, a little bit of pus.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing is, then we look on look on the ground, like underneath and stuff like that. I said, this could be a little bit of a trap going on here. So we carefully look all the way around and stuff because for a trigger for this, like what's going to agitate this shit.
What you see is that where it gets filmy and less thick and opaque is spreading all along the corridor. And you see Laker the axe is bringing up the rear. And you see behind her that film close and knit up. And the fungi all around you is getting thicker and thicker as if something is growing along the sides of the corridor.
Can we retreat faster than this shit's going on? So we
You
can
would
get
have
back
to try
up
to you would have to try to plunge through what just knitted together. Let me show you what the substance looks like the walls now.
oh, okay.
And it smells of rotting flesh. You're starting to see like there's a floating rib cage, entrails.
Damn this sorcerer.
Right. So Gen says, don't attack it, because if you do that, the spores in the wall there, we won't be able to breathe.
Every surface, the top, the sides, the bottom, it's made of what looks like, smells like, for all intents and purposes, actually are rotting human corpses.
Oh, Jesus.
I will.
Mutated, fungus infected, rotting corpses. And they're not entirely inert. Corpses with eyes have them rolling around aimlessly in their heads. And so when you're near it, jaws click open and shut slowly. Hands and arms move ever so slightly. Every movement is in slow motion, as if these corpses are under heavy sedation. And so you're closed off from the back, and forward of you is an intersection, a three-way intersection with clear doorways marked. So like on north, if you went forward, you would be at an intersection where there's doors north. You can only assume it's type of door, north, east, and west. So, a T intersection. And the doors themselves are nothing but compressed corpses, grotesque, each one a bit different in its grotesquerie, but you'd have to get closer to examine them with your torchlight. Laker the Axe is shaking uncontrollably. She's like, Lion, Diamond, where are we? We have entered the land of the dead.
So, well, I don't think we're, like, literally, if we agitate this, I think we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I think we just have to gingerly step forward and press on, is what Gen says.
Lion and Diamond is, he's looking terrified as well. He's like, what have we stepped into? We should go back. We should go back right now. And Laker's like, yes, we must. And she grabs her two-handed axe. And let's see, it's a 10 by 10 passageway, but with all the moldering corpses and stuff around. It's not, she can't really swing very well with it, but she's slashing. She's about to, she's about to do what you said not to do. She's freaking out.
So Gen's right beside her because he was in the back 40 there with her, and he reaches up with his hand and he says, you need to keep your wits about you, or else we all die. This is it. Don't touch the walls. We won't be able to breathe. Get a grip of yourself.
Let's see. She does. She calms down. She goes, I'm okay now. You are right. You are right. And she gets her stoic, grim look again.
Then
and looks to Lion Diamond and says, what shall we do? He looks at Gen, and Lion looks at both of you guys, and I guess we must go forward then.
Press on.
Looks like we have portals to inspect. Perhaps there is a way out, a way further to something different.
And
of course, the smell is just awful.
Right. Gen says, remember, this son of a bitch doesn't expect anybody to penetrate this deep. Who in their right mind would do this? I think we could catch him off guard. We can catch him off guard.
Kumar will make a crude face mask He'll rip some more of his shirt off and just cover his face and nose.
Okay.
His mouth and nose, sorry.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So Gen will do the same thing there. He makes out of some spare clothing and stuff like that. He makes a mask around there like that, and he wets it. He said it works better if you wet it.
Zip.
Laker starts her pipe up again. She's hoping that the tobacco smoke will cover over some of the awful stench. She grits it in her teeth, puffing.
Yeah. Whatever
fiercely.
keeps her from becoming manic. What the hell, right?
And Lion Diamond is he's starting to get his courage back up, and he's looking. Well, these are grotesque. The door that let's see, doors in here.
Have we got doors north, east, and west?
Yep.
Okay.
They're made up. The doors are made up of packed-in corpses, as every other surface here, but even more tightly packed with more juice and scum covering the surface as it is squeezing it out. On the one directly ahead north, a single hand sticks out.
Not a handle.
Yep, it's just a rotting. The door to the west, has a bizarre pulsating keyhole, like it just changes sizes.
A keyhole.
It's just always moving. Like a colon.
Ooh.
And then the one to, what did I say? Which way am I left? East. The door is interlocking rib cages, and there is a doorknob, but it's visible, but it's inside. Like you would have to crack open the rib cages to get to it.
What have I got? With my dagger, I will gently press the hand in the north. See if it reacts.
It does not. It does not.
Oh my god! The door's got a knife.
No, it doesn't move. It won't take the knife. It won't hold the knife.
If I apply more pressure, can I get the hand to move as a handle? Is there movement in it? No, it's solid. Yep. Okay. What do you think? Again, did you try this one, or the rib, or the colon?
Well, I think we should inspect them all, really, and maybe there's some clues. This looks like all of this is so much of the occult. We only hear stories of this in taverns. And again says, I can't believe it's actually real.
Well, this is reminding Kumar of his temples back home, to be honest. My god is rather bloodthirsty.
So if I have a feeling maybe if you coated your hand in human blood and try and work the door, maybe that's the trick.
Well, I think we've covered enough blood. Ours an ape. I will.
Yeah, that's true. There's no shortage of blood-soaked.
Well, probably Gan is probably bleeding a little bit and stuff like that. So he, he reaches down to his bandage is kind of blood-soaked, right? And he coats his hand with that like that. And he tries to work the door to see if it opens up.
Yes, the door grasps the dead hand grasps your hand.
And then
Push or pull, shake it.
well, he tries to shake it like
Okay.
My good buddy, the door.
yeah, like like if it was a welcoming thing.
Yes. Yep. And as a welcoming thing, and it completely welcomes you. In fact, as the door is opening, it pulls your arm into it, so you're up to about this far now into the door of dead corpses, stuck. But the door opens, and you can see what's beyond, which is helpful, right? And it goes straight.
Just hang on. That's the north.
But it's more passageway of corpses, right? Like,
Right.
you're looking straight down that. You open the door, and that's what you see. There's a corridor heading. And more packed on the floor. There is the floor is a little more densely packed. These are a lot more animate than they actually are. You're looking more like the floor is completely like that, and then along the sides it gets a little more defined.
Well, Gen's gonna let go. He's gonna just keep his wits about him, and he's gonna let go with his hand.
And you're still stuck in there.
And then what he's gonna do is he's gonna try and tickle the palm of that thing. You know how you could go like there on the middle, like there, like that.
Yep.
And see.
Roll an action die.
See if this thing actually is going to let go.
Stop messing around again. Let go of the door.
Oh, I rolled a 10 plus 2. That's 12.
Nice.
Yeah, you for whatever reason you are able to release your hand without any injury. It's just slimy, and it's like you just stuck it into a dead carcass.
So Gen looks back at the group, and he looks back at what's down there. He says, whose fucking idea was it to fucking head deeper into this hellhole? And he's looking at Kumar.
Yep. With a head stuck into his where are you carrying that thing, Kumar?
I've used her long hair to tie her to my belt.
Okay.
I was quite happy with the slime monster. If I take her head and hold it in front of me, do the other bodies react, or?
Yeah, if there's any eyes in the walls, they immediately are attracted to it. If there's any appendages that are near the surface of the wall, of the corpse wall, reach out for it.
I'll
put whatever. If there's anything that has any type of it's the mass is attracted to it.
So I pull the head back and I put my arm forward. Do they do the same thing? Is it living versus death? It's all still. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, dear. I may have to wrap you up in my new blanket. You seem to be affecting these people, these things.
They don't think she's a 2.
I'm tempted to kick her down here, to be honest. Well, that's what's behind door number 1. I will go to there's a key. We haven't got a key. That's a colon 1.
Yep. Like a bizarre pulsating keyhole or a hole.
I am not sticking parts of my anatomy in the hole.
Very good.
I will go to that one, I suppose, and then flipping my knife dagger around, I will try and insert the handle into the
Okay.
hole, fully expecting a meeting with HR after this.
It swallows the item and the door opens. And what do you see beyond?
Cake.
Fungi cake.
Damn it, that's my
It's a
favorite
T
dagger.
junction. Beyond it is a T junction. The corridor, like this,
Right.
goes ahead about 10 feet and then branches north and south.
Oh, hang on. North and south. Is it covered in the same kind of corpses and stuff? Was it just the
Yep,
black funky
yep.
stuff? Oh,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
I really don't want to try the rib cage one because
You're just not feeling it, huh? You're just not feeling it?
I fear that it may fill me. And so it looks the same as this one, really. Is there any tracks on the floor? In the
No.
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 Oh, fuck it.
And tracks don't really last long either. You can see after you take a step and move away that, there's the imprint of your flesh, but then it kind of just, of the undulating and movement of the mass of rotting corpses, it just smooths out again.
Fills up again. I will then go to the rib cage door and attempt to open that.
You'll have to crack open the ribs to get to the doorknob.
I will attempt to crack open the ribs. Apologizing.
Well, being rotting and putrid, they snap off quite easily. You are able to grasp the the cartilage formed doorknob, twist it, and the door opens. And which direction is this one?
East, I think I got it as. Yeah, north is the hand. West was the colon, so east, yeah, I think.
Okay. Which one did I wait a minute? The straight passage I have is to the east, correct?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I screwed this up. Tell me what you got again.
I got the north was the hand, and that led into a straight passage.
Gotcha.
The west was the colon that led into another T junction going north and south, and east.
Okay, east. East is another short passage, straight passage.
And again, similar bodies and ooze and stuff, is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you go to the T junction or go straight and straight.
I have no. Oh. Does anybody have like a specialism in navigation or for diamond or Laker?
No. You can tell that they're doing their best to keep their shit together and not be overwhelmed by the horror of their situation. Lion Diamond is sweating. Laker is pale.
What do you think, again? They all look roughly the same. Either they'll be treading on corpses in every direction.
Gan looks at the group. He says, well, we're fucked, right? Like, and he shakes his head and, I don't know. Let's go down the first one we opened up.
North, straight ahead.
Yeah, and again, he says, "Look at let's." Okay, and then the one thing that again does is he says, "Look at the only way we're literally getting out of here without becoming that is using our wits. So before we move in there and get surrounded by all that, just take a good look at it. Just look at it, right? I've seen death growing up on the farm. Animals die. We're all fighters. Just look at it. It's just death. There's just more of it. Like whatever. Like literally, just see it for what it is, and 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 let's get over this. This is just another thing. Before
Good
we
role
get in there,
playing.
like
Good
literally
role
look
playing.
at it.
Good role playing. The two NPCs are going to get a +1 on any ego roll that they have to make here now because of your stirring speech again.
And then Kumar will go, I forgot, I'm immortal. And I'll start walking
Straight ahead.
straight ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
The first,
and then
yes.
and then Gan says, don't start talking to them. You'll be there forever. Look at.
Okay.
See, think what we could do with this workforce. We wouldn't have to pay them. And I will
First thing that occurs to the dungeon does react to your movements. As soon as you guys pass through the portal into the straight passage, it closes up behind you.
Jesus.
And the door is gone. And now you're just facing this passageway forward, which obviously now you have one direction, unless you want to start hacking through corpses. And as Gen says, triggering spores.
Well, that makes things easier. Forward it is.
Okay. Upon reaching halfway down the passage, a number of these wall corpses emerge.
Where?
Like that. You see that?
Yep.
See that again?
I'm trying not to look.
You can see the passage as it continues. There's your orifice of continuation. And then these wall corpses emerge and form a barrier preventing further progress. And one of them starts to speak. Oh, meet beings of this sphere. Only those clever enough to answer my riddle may pass. Who among you is brave and clever enough to try? Choose amongst yourself who must then answer with no aid. Only one character. Okay, then he stops.
Well, in real life, I'm as dumb as a brick, so Bagsy, not me.
I think we're a diamond.
I get confused by the riddles from the Riddler.
Gen, are you volunteering? Or are you going to let Lion Diamond take this?
Yeah, again, well, I've got a D8 for my wits, but anyways.
Yeah.
So Gen will step up. He says, I'll speak for us.
I'm as bright as the sun, as dark as your soul. I go around in circles while moving straight towards my goal. Which one of you will die in this realm?
I'm headed across the street.
There's your riddle.
Okay, bright as the sun, dark as the...
as your soul. I go around in circles while moving straight towards my goal. Which one of you will die in this realm?
I'm looking at Laker. So do you have to guess the answer? Or
Lion Diamond, it's like, don't fucking say me.
I got her head. The niece? Can we say the niece? She's technically already dead.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kumar's suggesting his niece's name.
So Gan's thinking here, bright as the sun, dark as the soul. Right?
Planet?
And sorry, what was the third line there? Where it goes around?
I go
Circles
around in circles while moving straight towards my goal. Which one of you will die in this realm?
Go around in circles.
That's kind of what we've been doing.
Yeah, no, it's a metaphor for something deeper, right? Well, so Gan looks at this creature. He says, "Of course, it's the passage of a day, like the cycle of a day, right? Like the day." He says the day. He says from dawn till dusk, and of course, it's the dying day. He says,
That sounds good.
right? So it's what dies every day is the day, right?
The wall does not give way, and the corpse that is speaking says once again, "Who will die in this realm?" Or which one of you will die in this realm? Lion Diamond says again, "Don't say my name.
I'm
I can kill you if you do."
full of dragon's blood, and seeing that it doesn't work, I step forward and go, "I will die this day."
The corpse is still looking at Gen. Nothing happens.
Oh. I let out a huge sigh of relief. Phew.
Yep. It again is the one that volunteered to answer the riddle. It's the corpse is only listening to
him.
Yep.
You can point at me and say my name. Unless you can think of the answer to the riddle. Does it seem to be a riddle and then there's a price of a death as well? Or was that part of the riddle?
Well,
I wouldn't know. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't say anything. I should just let the corpse talk and let you guys take it from there.
Again, I say my name. I'm willing to sacrifice myself. I think my uncle's going to kill me anyway. And I point to the bag with the blanket with the niece's head in it.
Yeah, fortunately, Xoth is a big world. But there's the added complication for you of what happens when you return to Qatar with just her head. He's not going to be pleased, so you just have to imagine what a noble father would feel about that.
Well, as if we're getting out of this alive anyways, right? So
right, yeah. There's that.
Which one of us, right?
Well, which one does it says? Which one of you will die in this realm? So it knows there's more than one of you here.
I'm willing to make the sacrifice again.
No. This is a riddle, right? Don't jump. Fools rush in, Gan says. He says, and then he kind of, once there's no reaction to his first answer and stuff, he kind of segues, right? He pauses and stuff. He says, which one of us? He says, oh, fuck. He says, none of us will die because we are of the living.
Ooh.
But it doesn't open the door, doesn't bring down the barricade, and the corpse repeats itself. Which one of you will die in this realm?
Well,
Technically,
Gan
we
look-
will all die eventually.
well, Gan looks at the crowd there, and he says, "Well, you know, I used to herd goats, and they were about as stubborn as this, and just as obscure. You never knew what the hell those fucking things were going to do from one moment to the
And
next."
hard on Kumar cannot contain himself now. You're like hard on going, I will do it. Me, Kumar, hard on. You can't, but it doesn't react to anything you say.
I've changed my mind. Frisco.
Yeah, nothing can. Yeah, make an ego roll. You need a 4 greater ego roll, or your impatience is going to make you want to attack the wall to get through.
It's a D8. I rolled an 8.
Okay. You restrain yourself from hacking through, keeping in mind what again said about spores. If there comes the, who knows what would happen if you guys were breathing in spores from this. The corpses are like infested with this fungi.
Let me go, Laker. Let me go. I could take it. I could take this dead thing.
So again looks at Kumar. He says, "Give me that fucking head."
I'll hand him the head.
And Gen reaches out and says, "This," and he says, "This hapless, this dark, this human has burned like the sun, and has now paid the price with its dark soul. This is the one." And he hands it to this creature thing.
And Kumar says her name is Azura.
Azura.
When you say her name, the barricade goes down.
She was useful.
Behind us?
No, in front of you to continue forward. Yeah, this came barring your way forward. Your way back is there is no portal.
Yeah,
I like your optimism there.
He says,
do we get the head
Kumar?
back, or is he taking the
he
head
says,
back?
"Kumar, you're higher than a kite on God knows what. Just don't get us fucking killed." And Gen says, "Lead the way, you crazy bastard."
Do we get the head back? Or
Yeah. The head, nothing happens to the head.
Yeah.
The name was said. The head is present.
We march on into the tunnel of.
That was the requirement. I mean, it's just so you know that the requirements of the riddle was a person's name in the party.
Oh, okay.
And Azura is part of the party. She's present. You could have left the head, but you didn't. So I'm incorporating it into.
Well, she's family. Yeah.
Your crypt keeper fucking is awesome. This is where we're going to end for today. This
Thank
is
you.
our 2.5 hours.
This is awesome.
And you've got through the first gate, and Kumar, you're responding well to the adventure material that I'm pulling out.
Yeah, I'm loving this. It's brilliant.
I felt this had a really good sword and sorcery Conan feel to it.
Mm.
This material I'm using. When we're done, I'll tell you what it is, of course. But
oh, cool. Yeah, it's got the evil the way the magic is always evil in Conan and stuff. So that's awesome. Could do
And it's
less
always
dead bodies.
yeah, and it's always tricky introducing a trap, is it not? In dungeons, tricks and traps, right? You know, this to me when I was reading it is like, oh, this is how a trap is done.
Nice, spooky, and we have a way of, we have options to get round it. Just the one.
Well, the introduction of it is always what concerns me. How do you introduce the characters to the situation where they don't feel like the game master has purposely fucked them?
Well,
it was your decisions that got you here.
Yeah, exactly. The interest, like if the game is really about characters coming up with, the fun of the game is coming up with creative solutions in the context of what's happening. The trap is more of it's a different type of tension, right? It's a good trap is something that's survivable and you can problem solve around, right? I mean, you know, so yeah.
Yep. And I got to make sure it stays with fidelity within the genre, or I call verisimilitude is the word I'm looking for. Verisimilitude.
Yeah, they
like harmony, like not at an abrupt, hard stop, like, oh, and now you guys are at this dungeon of death. More like you guys were, the adventure was going this way, and now all of a sudden the adventure has reached out and like that door grabbed you and pulled you in deeper. And you don't feel like the game master has done a sleight of hand on you.
No. And
has been unfair. That's the only concern. After that, you just run the trick, right? After that, if that's in, then I just run it and make any changes I think I need to. But this material's pretty good. I'm not going to make many. Obviously, I got to convert any stats to Deluxe US sorcery, but I can fucking do that as easy as breathing.
Yeah. I think. Well, I don't know. I think you need to lower some of those stats. To be honest, just
yeah.
I think those apes.
Apes are ass kickers. I think they have to be.
No, they were hard. Again, it was balanced well. It was a hard fight, but one we could win. So
there you go. Yeah, that's what system. I mean, some people have said that my system is a bit swingy, but I've seen it consistently produce the same results you would get in combat in any other game. Right?
Yeah, it's the same as all games where you kind of your low level characters. You're just normal people.
Yep. But if you can get a specialism up to +5, I mean, you start to be able to cut through. Like how am I going to model, John Carter of Mars and Conan hacking through mooks, right? Leaving the trail of bodies in their wake. And so I've gone through it with the fact that specialisms, the max is +5, but if you get your guy with a sword skill or a melee skill up that high, you can start making more than one attacks easily and taking penalties. And still, just like
chopping through stuff.
Yep. And so far the system has held over the years. It's delivered the results that I wanted, so I'm glad it's delivering.
I do like the USR system. It's not. I think so many systems try and add gritty parts to make it more. It's more realistic, and you go, no, but we're spending too much time adding modifiers, and then it's like every combat takes half an hour.
Yep. And this, my writing of this rules is to reflect that same attitude I have. I just need some tools and to run the combat, but after that is I got to have interesting ideas about what the combat looks like and just narrate them.
I don't think there's like, if you're coming out of D&D, and we've talked about this before, and I think people are really starting to realize that is, and Professor Dungeon Manager actually he talked about this on one of his things. He says that the challenge with more modern started to happen with 3.5 and then 5e is people get, especially new players, that go, well, they're going to want to know how to play the game, right? So they look at their character sheet, and what they see there, and that limits the options that they think in terms of creative solutions. They're only looking on their character sheet, right? Like you notice how I'm always looking at the environment.
Yep.
And going, well, what kind of solution with the environment that I can leverage in the environment, right? All the time, and then bring what's on my character sheet to bear to that, right? But that's me, and that works well with the old OSR, kind of the old school stuff that's going on, right? Where you get rewarded for that.
And like, there's the, that's how I've kind of set up the character sheet. I don't know if you're looking at the character sheet. I have an official character sheet if you want one and print it out, write your stuff up. But you notice you wrote yours on a scratch piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Everything fits. Yeah. But like on my character sheet, right? You have your stats. You have things that you're good at that add a couple of modifiers, and then there's your shit. That's really all your character sheet really is. So there it is. Simple and clean.
With the group, another group I'm playing with, we were playing Fantasy Flight games and Star Wars with their weird narrative dice, and then we decided that it was too messy, too complicated. So we did the 5th edition Star Wars, and again, it's a small book, the character sheet, and we only played one session. But you're right, I'm looking at my character sheet going, okay, I've got all these abilities that interact with other people's abilities. So we're spending a lot of time going, well, if you do this, I can do this, and then you can do this. And it just, again, the momentum of the game just comes to a halt as we're kind of doing tactics for it instead of playing the game. So I prefer this. Nice and easy.
Yep.
Makes sense, flows.
Oh, we lost Aaron. Oh, didn't even say goodbye. Didn't even say goodbye. Oh, here he is. Sorry. He's not that rude.
He's probably attacked by a moose.
Yeah, there was some deep space radiation hit my local internet connection.
Well, I thought you were just giving us the Irish goodbye.
No. No, I heard what you were saying there, Mr. Kumar, about the whole thing, the whole 2 hours shutting down. Now, on the other side of this, though, if the table, and this is what's going on with my younger brother, that the DM, he's playing Dark Sun with 5e.
Oh, cool.
So,
yep, love it.
So here's the thing: is it turns out that there's a lot of people that the reason they like 5e, and I played the hell out of that. And we had big battles with big boss fights and stuff. I could tell you a few battle stories that happened in which my character, using the kind of creativity and strategy I can come up with, I did amazing shit. The whole table was yelling. We're like, fuck yeah, you got him and stuff. Like, one of the cool things, I'll just tell you in 2 sentences, is I had this glove that I could shape stone with. So we had this big, huge bat the size of a fucking small dragon that was chasing us around. It was a demon, right? So I taunted that fucker, and he came flying straight on me. And I was on this dais that was about 4 feet high. I was on the lip of it. So I said to my brother, I said, this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to taunt that thing, and it's going to come flying down on me, right? It's coming towards me, yeah? So then just before that, I'm going to hop down, and I'm going to grab with my glove, and I'm going to form this big spike straight up.
Oh, cool.
And then I'm going to get
like a superhero, man, like
below the level of the dais. So when it spikes itself on there and crashes down, I don't get crushed. And the whole table was like fucking roaring and stuff like that. That's what you can do in 5e. Okay. But I'm wily enough so I can pull shit. I look at my character sheet, and I love Misty Step where I can warp around. And I killed that thing in one go, and I fucking took it out. But before that, what I did is I Misty stepped in behind it, warped in behind and chopped it from behind and put 150 hit points of damage of one
Jesus.
attack into it. I rolled a natural 20, and I had this sword and all this and that. And once we added it all up, my brother was like, "Oh fuck you! You just killed the boss. I need to keep it alive for." So I didn't. I let him have his. But in one thing
you wiped it out. Yeah,
and I fucking killed it. And he was like, it was within the rules of 5e. But here's the thing. People, if they like that style of gameplay, and some people do, they're fine with it. And that flows. They're long turns. That combat lasted 6 sessions, 6 3-hour sessions. Everybody loved it. So 5e is fine, but OSR is another thing. They're 2 different games. People think they're the same thing. They're not.
They're not. They're totally yes.
I think later D&D, you're superheroes very quickly. I think.
Yeah, you are.
And then as a game master, knowing that difference doesn't even fucking matter, because the players, what do they know? That's the interesting thing. Where do they come with their expectations? I always just generally assume, unless I'm playing with people that have been gaming for a while, that their view of role playing is one-dimensional, that it's 5e Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly.
It doesn't go outside of that. And so if I want to play and engage with these people, I got to meet them at their level and play something 5e. And if I'm not willing to do that, which I'm not normally inclined to, I just got to find people that have my old school tastes.
Yeah. I can do both, to tell you the truth, and I can be in the middle of that.
Struggle.
So, but what I've been just
games, so I would, instead of playing D&D 5e, I would knowledgeably myself. I'd go, well, I'm going to be happier playing a superhero game than Dungeons and Dragons Fantasy 5e, if that makes any sense.
Well, Dan's been hit by more radiation.
Yeah.
Has America attacked Canada? Is that what's going on?
Not as far as I know. I hope not.
Well,
because I can't get behind that.
The 51st state.
I can't get behind anything.
Well, they're
these days,
insults.
except going to Minnesota and standing in the street next to my fellow fucking citizens. That's all I can do. But
Be careful.
No, I'm not. I haven't come to that. I can't. But yeah, if I would do, we got to just do what the people in Minneapolis do.
Well, I will see you guys hopefully next week, where we will continue.
Yep, but it's going to be on the Thursday, the regular Thursday. Yep, and Darren, I'm planning on playing Flat Top with you Wednesdays at this time.
Yeah,
so we got two game dates in a row, which is
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
well, have fun, guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.
Okay.
And I have been reading the Flat Top rule book, and I've pretty much got a lot of the hang of it. It's all about controlling your planes on those decks, on those task force. How are you cycling them? So I should be good for a game next Wednesday to get started.
Yeah, what I've been doing here is, which is kind of humbling actually, is trying to